What is IBS-D? Well, there are many different forms of IBS, and IBS-D is the version of irritable bowel syndrome that is predominantly diarrhea. But there are many different types of IBS-D and different causes and different treatments. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Wangen, the founder and medical director of the IBS Treatment Center. Most people probably think that IBS is always about diarrhea, but believe it or not, less than half of all people who suffer from IBS have IBS-D. And IBS-D can come in a lot of different varieties. Now, what is IBS-D? Well, some people have diarrhea nearly every day, or literally every day, and may have multiple bouts of diarrhea per day. Others have it at regular intervals, maybe once a day or less than once a day. And others have a diarrhea attack every few days or once every couple of weeks or so. And some people even have bowel movements that start out normal and well formed, but then end in diarrhea. Now, some people have tremendous pain and cramping prior to their diarrhea or during or even after their diarrhea, while others have no pain at all at any point before or after their diarrhea. Some people have very urgent and watery diarrhea that they can't control, while others have a fairly regular bowel movement that's not urgent but happens to be diarrhea. And even the diarrhea itself can be variable. Some people don't have what most people usually think of as true, the really liquidy, watery diarrhea, but their stools are loose and not well formed, or they're flaky and fall apart relatively easily, even though they don't come out initially as diarrhea. So all of these situations qualify as IBS-D. And if this is happening to you, and you've had a colonoscopy and had all the other things ruled out, then that's probably what you have is IBS-D. Now, what other symptoms might you have with IBS-D? Well, you might have abdominal pain like we were talking about, and it could be literally anywhere in the abdomen, anywhere, top, bottom, left, right, you name it, all over the abdomen. And it could be anywhere in severity, from mild and achy to really severe and cramping to the point where you want to go to the hospital or have gone to the hospital. But you might not have abdominal pain at all. And you might have gas or bloating. And again, that can range really widely in severity. Or you might not have any gas or bloating. And you might have things like nausea or heartburn or reflux. Those are relatively common in IBS-D. Or you might not have any of those things with IBS-D. So there are lots of variability, like we're saying, in IBS-D. And there are also lots of other possibilities of symptoms that you might have too, along with IBS-D. And if you have questions about those, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to address them. So what causes IBS-D? Well, there are literally hundreds of different causes of IBS-D. You've probably heard about a few of them, like SIBO or Candida or anxiety or your microbiome or gluten intolerance. But the list literally goes on and on and on and is much, much longer than this. There is no one or two or even just a few causes of IBS-D. That's why you are having so much trouble figuring out what it is and how to treat it. And that's why your doctor is having so much trouble figuring it out too, because they aren't experts in IBS-D. They are experts, but they're experts in other things that they've been ruling out and things that are getting you to the IBS-D diagnosis. Now, how do you treat IBS-D? Well, because of all this complexity, right, and all the causes, that's why you can't just buy the latest great pill for IBS-D and solve your problem, because there isn't one. There are too many possibilities. In order to properly treat IBS-D for the long term, to really solve it, you need to know exactly what the cause is. And you've probably tried things like Imodium, right, or Lomotil, or Pepto-Bismol, or dicyclamine, and of course the list goes on and on. Those are fine if you only very rarely have diarrhea. But they aren't a long-term solution if you have IBS-D, because you need to do far more than just treat the symptoms, which is all those do. So you need to find out exactly what is causing your symptoms, right? Your IBS-D. And an IBS specialist can help you figure out what that is and then help you figure out exactly how to treat it. And that's very different than seeing a gastroenterologist and having a colonoscopy. Because, of course, that is not going to help your IBS-D. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more information about your digestive health. And if you need more help, we've worked with thousands of IBS-D patients via telemedicine to help them get their lives back. And we can work with you too and would love to and be happy to work with you regardless of where you live. So please don't hesitate to reach out and give us a call. It's worth getting your life back. Thanks for listening.